The golden ticket, the discovery in the mail, a fresh morning breath today on dear little hearts. We begin a grand journey. A journey across hills, through tunnels, and over mountains. We are starting Peppa's grand railway adventure. Today's episode is called The Golden Ticket. Before we see what's inside the envelope, let's make sure our travel group is ready. Click that subscribe button to join our railway family for all 10 episodes. Ready? Let's hear the rustle of the morning mail. The mysterious envelope. It was a quiet morning at the house on the hill. The frost was still clinging to the window panes, making patterns that looked like tiny ferns. Peppa was helping Mummy Pig set the table when a soft thud came from the front door. The post is here, Peppa winked. She skipped to the door and found a pile of letters, but at the very bottom was something different. It wasn't a bill or a postcard. It was a thick, heavy envelope made of cream-colored paper with a shiny, gold seal in the shape of a steam engine. Mommy! Daddy! Look! Daddy Pig put down his newspaper and adjusted his glasses. Well now, that looks very official. Peppa carefully broke the gold seal. Crinkle, snap. Inside was a card that shimmered like a rainbow. It said, "The Emerald Express invites the Pig family for a New Year journey across the great countryside. Departs January 4th, 2026. A train trip." Peppa cheered. "George, we're going on a big, chuffing train." George bounced up and down. "Choo-choo." Dine saw choo-choo. Pause for 30 seconds. Imagine you are holding a heavy, golden envelope. Feel the texture of the paper under your fingers. It feels special. It feels like a promise. Breathe in the excitement of a surprise, and breathe out a happy, steady hum. The art of packing. What does a traveler need? The house became a very busy place. Packing for a train trip is a very important job. You cannot bring everything, so you must choose the things that bring the most comfort. Peppa went to her room and opened her small, red suitcase. "I must bring my teddy," she said, tucking him into a corner, "and my book about the stars, because we might see them through the train window." George was trying to fit a very large inflatable dinosaur into his tiny blue bag. "No, George," Peppa giggled. "That's too big. Mr. Dinosaur must sit in your lap." Dine saw. George agreed, hugging his green friend. Mummy Pig packed the travel kit. Thick woolly socks for cold nights, a tin of peppermint treats, and a camera to capture the memories. Daddy Pig packed his big map and his guidebook. A railway expert must always know which valley we are crossing, he said importantly. The night before the trip, as the sun began to set on January 3rd, the suitcases sat by the front door, lined up like a row of patient friends. The house felt different tonight. It felt like it was waiting. Peppa lay in her bed, looking at her golden ticket on the nightstand. She thought about the wheels. Click-clack, click-clack. She wondered if the train would go faster than the wind. She wondered if the clouds would touch the windows. "Sleep now, Peppa," Mummy Pig whispered. "The sooner you close your eyes, the sooner the station morning will arrive." Pause for 45 seconds. Imagine you are packing a tiny suitcase in your mind. Put in a warm sweater, a favorite toy, and a big, happy dream. Close the lid with a soft click. Your luggage is ready, and so are you. Breathe in the peace of being prepared, and breathe out all your busy thoughts. To the station, the cold morning dash, beep, beep, beep. The alarm clock sang at dawn on January 4th. The Pig family moved like a well-oiled machine. They drank their warm porridge quickly, put on their heavy coats, and loaded the car. The drive to the station was magical. The mist was rising off the fields, and the sky was a deep, frozen violet. When they arrived at the platform, the air was filled with a wonderful smell, a mix of hot steam, coal smoke, and fresh rain. The Emerald Express arrived suddenly. The ground began to vibrate, just a little at first. Thrum, thrum, thrum. Then, a golden light appeared far down the tracks. "It's coming!" Daddy Pig shouted. A giant, magnificent green engine pulled into the station. It was the Emerald Express. Steam billowed out from the sides, hiding the wheels in a white cloud. The brass bells on the front were polished so bright they looked like gold. Miss Rabbit leaned out of the conductor's window. "All aboard for the New Year journey. Tickets, please." Peppa handed over her golden ticket. Miss Rabbit used a heavy silver puncher click and handed it back with a tiny hole in the shape of a star. "Welcome aboard, Peppa Pig," Miss Rabbit said. "Your adventure starts now." Settling into cabin for B, the sleep induction, the family climbed the middle steps and entered the train. The hallway was narrow and smelled of polished wood. They found their cabin. It had soft, velvet seats and a wide, clean window. Peppa sat down and felt the train give a tiny lurch. The journey had begun, but as the train started to move, the rhythm of the tracks began to sing a lullaby. Clack-ity-clack, clack-ity-clack. As you listen to the sound of the Emerald Express, let your body sink into your bed. Your bed is your private train cabin. The blankets are your cozy travel rug. The house is quiet, but the train of dreams is moving. You are moving past the trees, past the sleeping houses, past the quiet rivers. Every mile takes you deeper into a peaceful sleep. You have your ticket. You have your teddy. You have everything you need. Thank you for joining episode 1 of Peppa's Grand Railway Adventure on Dear Little Hearts. Tomorrow, in episode 2, we will explore the station and meet the engineer. But for now, listen to the rhythm. Clack-ity-clack, clack-ity-clack. Sleep now, little traveler. The tracks are smooth. The moon is your conductor, and the stars are your destination. Good night, little hearts. Bye-bye. Morals of the story. The joy of anticipation. Learning that preparing for a journey and dreaming about the future is just as exciting as the trip itself.